I can say with confidence that 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You is one of the best harem anime of all time. And with a harem anime comes a lot of best girls, a lot of waifus, and yes, smiles that must be protected. And unfortunately, while looking at merchandise for this series, there's not really much for best girl Karane. There is one figure out there, but it just looks off, so I have not bought it. But I did spot a figure for another equally as best girl character, and that is, yes, Shizuka. There is a figure for Shizuka out there, and thankfully I was able to snag it before it went out of stock, and I have it here to unbox, so I'll unbox it for y'all, so y'all get to see best girl Shizuka in all of her glory. But yeah, I was basically browsing through Ami Ami, and I spotted this, and I'm like, okay, if I can't have a good Karane one, I'm gonna grab this. Now, the only interesting thing about it is that I don't have any figures throughout all the stuff back here from Bandai Namco Filmworks or Vivignette or Plum, which I'm guessing it's Vivignette that is the company that made it, and it's just Bandai Namco Filmworks is the property. But anyways, I wasn't really sure. I'm like, okay, this might turn out to be really bad. I guess I can look at the box first. It could turn out bad. We'll see. We'll see together if this company could make good figures. We're all going to find out together. But that's the box that she's enclosed into. Pretty basic figure stuff here. Let's get it open and see the actual figure. But yes, I really love this series. It's probably got some of the best comedy around a harem that I've ever seen. Has a main character that's actually cool. I think the main character is one of the best male protagonists of a harem show ever, because he's just a cool dude. He's like a dude that for once, I'm like, I see why these girls like him. Typically, they're like ditherers that are kind of obnoxious and you hate just dealing with how avoidant they are. This guy's like, no, I'm going to take this. And really the concepts around the main character has tried to have relationship in the past, but he always rejected. And then following that, the god of love basically accidentally writes him down for 100 soulmates. And if he doesn't fall in love with them, misfortune will happen to them. So he kind of has to, but it always turns into this cute thing where he falls in love with them and they fall in love with him for the reasons of themselves, not for magic or anything. All right, get the bubble open here. We're going to release you, girl. Don't worry. You'll be released soon. But anyways, for Shizuka herself, she's essentially the archetype that she's very quiet. She's very afraid of kind of speaking out, so much so that she like taps her book where there's a line that she wants to speak. So she's basically speaking through text. And eventually he puts like a whole bunch of books into this phone so that she can do text to speech so that she doesn't have to worry about looking for the actual page. So it's like a really sweet thing he does for her. All right, opening it up. First things first is the base, the most exciting part. Now, for those that don't know, I'm not picky about bases, but I also really do like good bases. It's kind of a nice show that they're wanting to put some effort in here. This is actually cool because this actually at least gives a sense of where she's standing. It's not just a plain white one, so that's kind of nice. It's got a nice texture to it. It looks like it's actual wooden flooring, which is really, really cool. It's not painted on flooring. It's actually, it's got some rivets to it. So that's really cool. Cool little extra effort for it. Already +1 for this Vivignette. And this is a 1/7 scale, so it's decently big. It's not like, the usual old, which was like 1/8 was what most standards were. And there she is. She's already out. I guess we'll wait on her. We'll save her for last. Let's get this other thing out here first. Oh gosh, it's in an enclosure and within a closure. Oh gosh, how do I get to this stupid thing? Shizuka, I don't know how to do this. But yeah, she's super cute though. Shizuka is literally like the precious one out of the entire group. Everybody protects her. She is the smile that must be protected. So when anything bad happens to her, everybody just like beelines to her to protect her. Yes, I have it. There it is. Again, another kind of sign of some extra detail here to give it some environment for her on the figure or the base. And that is a bookshelf. Gotta have that fresh PVC smell. Actually pretty nice. Because she likes books. Again, she's a little bookworm. She hides away in the library. And again, she uses the books to speak early on. Actually really nice. It's got a good color to it. Good shading on it. Not too much detail on it, so it still looks like an anime bookshelf. But I'm assuming that it'll just go, yep, it's all keyed and everything. Right on the base. Behind where she'll stand. Now, I will admit that, yes, technically having this extra thing here does sort of give it a lot more space that it's going to be taking up, bigger footprint, which may bug some people. That sounds horrible. Attaching on there sounds horrible. I always recommend whenever you're putting things on bases, you push from the bottom. Don't just shove this down, otherwise you're going to crack it. But putting those pegs in there sounds horrible. I can't seem to get it to fully be flesh, and I don't know if I want to force it any further. Oh, that sounds horrible. It's PVC. The pegs themselves, don't worry, everything is safe. Okay, it's not going nowhere. That's good. Oh my gosh, that scared the hell out of me doing that. I know what I'm doing, but it still scares the hell out of me. Anyways, that aside, let's look at Shizuka. What you all came here for. Let's look at Shizuka. The adorable... Is that everything? I think that's everything. Let's get this out of the way here first. Gently. Alright. Shizuka. And she's already all ready to go. I just had to take one little wrap out from the back of her. There she is. She has got some hair on her, which is technically true to Shizuka. She is just a little floofball. She is a little floofball. Look at all that hair. A lot of detail, a lot of separate strands, which is really nice. So that is a massive plus for her. Looking at her close up, I like it. There's just enough detail on her that I really do appreciate. I love the book. I think that's the thing that pretty much sold me on this, was the fact that she's literally pointing at the book. So it's, again, like I mentioned, she talks through her book. So she's pointing at the line that she wants to speak. I think that detail is super cute. The choice of doing that for her pose was genius. The eyes are solid. I would like a little bit better, I guess, texture to the eyes. They're a little bit too shiny, but they don't stand out unless you have a light on it. I love the armband. The outfit is cute. And it's got just enough detail. It's got just enough detail to make it stand out. I love the hair. So many strands of hair. I love that amount of detail. It's very hard to see the hair seam across the top, which I do appreciate as well. Because typically with these figures, they'll make the back of the hair, they'll make the front of the hair, and they basically clam it onto the head. And with this one, it's really hard to see. Well, it's not hard to see, you know where it's at, but it doesn't stand out where exactly the hairline is. I love that. But she is cute, and the outfit and everything is cute. Again, not too much detail, which I think that's a good thing, because it doesn't make it seem outside of the art style. If I had to make one complaint, it's probably the tip of her head. It's a little bit too pointy. She does have a big forehead. She does have kind of that whole big forehead thing going on. Again, a lot of hair, but it does kind of look a little bit too coney, which is kind of my only plate. It's not that bad to the point where it's bothersome, but that's like the only complaint that would come out. I love the hair. The hair is fantastic, and the pointing is so freaking cute. Let's put her on the base. Again, pushing from the bottom. Line up all the pegs. Support the bottom. Are we going to have both the bookcase and her feet difficult to peg in? Okay, that was good. That was good. That was smooth. It just took a little bit more pressure than usual. Again, highly recommend pushing from the bottom so you don't crack the base. There she is. There is sort of a slight tilt to one side, which is not too big of a deal. Kind of goes cute with a pose, though. That might be intentional. Yeah, it's pretty much on spot with the picture, so there should be a tilt, a slight tilt. I might put something next to her hair because it's very close to the bookcase, so I might actually put something back there so it doesn't scrape. But that is so freaking cute. That is so freaking cute, dude. I am super happy with that. Again, I really badly want a Karane, because Karane is my favorite. She's in tsundere. But Shizuka's like right there with her. And I would say with season 2, Shizuka's kind of taking over. the amount of great moments of Shizuka, she's absolutely stealing the show lately. Just the pure cuteness, her singing, destroying everybody with her song, and just her being protected during the baseball game. But this is pure Shizuka right here. Again, I love this whole pointing at the line. It's literally her character, and it just absolutely embodies her. Super cute. And honestly, like I said, the hair thing, I think that's not really that big of a deal. It's technically her design. It's just, I think it's because it's 3D. Typically, like certain art style choices for character designs sometimes doesn't really work well when it comes into a 3D environment because it's always been flat. So you don't really kind of notice how weird it looks. It's cute. Like through and through, that's freaking cute. I love it. But yeah, that's Shizuka, the 1/7 scale figure from Vivignette. Vivignette. Hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing. Again, I think there's other sources that have it. Unfortunately, Ami, I think this is probably their last one because it went out of stock after I bought it. So definitely pick it up if you're looking for it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you did, make sure to hit the like button down below, comment. Let me know if you got it or if you're planning on getting it. And additionally, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe before you leave. If you like this content and you want to support more, links in the description below. Greatly appreciate it. Until next time, y'all take care.